you have while using the motorway.
Yeah. Kojo, did you have to slow down when you're approaching these bumps?
Yes.
Okay.
After I went over the first few bumps and realized that they're not smooth, because from afar you might not see that they are elevated. But after I drove over the first few, I realized that some of them are quite high up. So I had to slow down approaching the
Okay, now
subsequent
that's
ones.
also a problem.
Yeah. Kwesi is in Kaswa. Good morning, Kwesi.
Yeah, good morning, my friends in there. I listen to you every morning. I hope you're fine.
We're very...
My brother, I greetings to all your listeners as well. But I need to make this kind of contribution. I think that the leadership of this nation think that the people are circumstance is. Because look at the number of cars that are charged tolls. Section of those tolls could put up a whole new motorway. I stand for correction anyway, because I'm not a field engineer to vehicles. And the last time I listened to you on Monday, I heard that even the lifespan of the motorway is up and the road that's expired. Who is asking these questions? And for over 60, God should save Ghana.
Thank you, Kwesi, for calling. Wow. Do you agree with 41055 1111 Bra Ben is in Accra. Hi, Bra Ben. Good morning.
There's this problem. Each time it gets damaged, we use bitumen to patch it. Bawazi asks a very important question. Why do we use bitumen to patch concrete? Each time it gets worse or damaged, we use bitumen to patch it. Constructed in such a way that it's in base. There is a strict return base. If we were to be maintaining it, as at the time Kwame Nkrumah constructed this road will not be like that. The motor will not be like that. We need to break it in base and work on it. And the most annoying is that they work during the day, creating inconvenience for ordinary citizens instead of working at night. And we must also cultivate the culture of working at night on our traffic roads, especially the motorway. I don't know the type of engineering we are practicing. And the country itself is bankrupt when it comes to maintenance. We need to work on it. Our engineers must wake up. They must wake up. So that's the lesson submission I have for them this morning.
Thank you, Bra
Thank
Ben.
you.
Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. Justice is in East Legon. Justice, good morning.
Hi, Kojo. Good morning. How are you doing?
Not bad at all. Have you used the motorway recently?
I use it all the time.
Tell us what you think.
So I think the motorway is becoming a death trap than a safe road for us to use. What bothers me is that why do they stay all this long for you guys to make nice before they come to repair it? Is somebody working? Who is in charge? Who is monitoring it? And they will stay there, potholes will become manholes before they come to work on it. Now, what is more annoying is that when you approaching a toll booth, and I'll give a typical example. If you use the Adan Road, Tripoli, the toll booth over there.
Yes.
When you are coming from the Adan side, just after the toll booth, there's this ramp there. There are potholes on it, and they use iron rods.
Yes.
Those rods have come up, and if you go there today, you still see it. As if those collecting money over there do not see it. And it's annoying when you are paying those monies and you go over those things, they wear out your time. As if somebody is not working, he's in the office and just taking money. What kind of country are we in? I think that if people are not able to do the work, they should resign and people get there to work. And I think the government should start firing people when they are not performing.
Thank you, Justice. Well, what do
you.
you think? Is that what it's going to take? People need to be fired. Who needs to be fired? And who needs to do the firing? Or does it not have to go that far? Are we actually doing better than it sounds? Talk to us. You know the numbers. Kwabena is in Legon. Hi, Kwabena.
Hi, Kojo. How are you doing? Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, I just returned from, I think the previous caller just mentioned it.
Yeah.
Just before the toll booth, within 10 meters of the toll booth, there are two ramps on either side. And these are ramps with all the iron rods protruding out. And it doesn't make sense for anybody to put a person there to be collecting money from road users to drive through, iron rods. Forget the politicians. The people in charge of these ministries, are they happy supervising over such things in this country? Why? Where do you see such a thing in this part of the world? For me to drive my car through iron rods. For what? And particularly, there's this phenomenon about these concrete mixers, plying our roads in the capital. I don't know who is checking these guys. They overload their concrete. The few asphalted roads we have in the country, just defacing them with the debris of those concrete tracks. And this thing has been happening on our major highways. Just drive from Adenta towards airport. You see all this I'm talking about. And nobody is checking this. These are our assemblies. Don't they want money? Don't they check those things? If they are able to catch these private people doing their business and defacing public roads, can't they charge them money and use them for other things? How do we run this country? Good morning, Kojo.
Good morning, Kwabena. Thank you. Thank you for calling. Papa Bisu is calling us from Ofanko. Papa.
Kojo, it's been a while.
It has. Thanks for calling us.
Charlie, the private company that is manning the toll booths, we need to ask that particular complaint some questions. You take money from us, and then you deliver some amount to the Ministry of Roads and Highways. We are not seeing any change in that particular sector of the road. In the first place, I'm not even happy why we should have a private company managing that toll booths. It should be directly handled by the Ministry of Roads and Highways. Again, who is heading the Ministry of Roads and Highways? The Minister, Amakwata. Charlie, the man can talk, but not delivering. He can talk, he can shout. Have you been hearing him on TV and radio when he's talking about, this thing has to be done? In fact, my ears scrapple. I don't know. The man should rather sit up. Amakwata, the Minister of Roads and Highways, he should sit up and see to all these things and stop giving us wala on radio with his noise and things like that. My brother, have a good morning.
Thank you, Papa. The minister says that a lot is being done, and we should actually catch up. We should catch up with the work that is being done in the road sector by the government. Let's talk to Bright in Kaneshi. Hi, Bright. Good morning.
Good morning, Kojo, and good morning to your cherished listeners. Kojo, in fact, this country, we don't know where we are traveling to. We are really retrogressing. The work being done on the patch being done on the motorway is totally useless. The contractor and the consultants and whoever gave the job to, they are all out of their head. It's time for us to do the correct thing. Those people leading us, they are not leading us correctly. That's why the politicians, they keep on chopping our money. The politicians, they are only few. 270-something parliamentarians and president and the vice. About according to 280 people. They can't do nothing for us. We, the people in the institutions, must sit up and work. Otherwise, we'll be doomed, which we are already partially doomed. We must sit up. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Bright. Thank you. Let's go to Ashaman. Hamza, good morning.
Good morning, Yasin.
Yes, my boss.
I know. You just teased me this morning. Hey, on Twitter. Swansea fan.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Hamza. Charlie, Bassa people are suffering, eh?
No be easy. Oh.
I know the feeling, Hamza.
How do you know the
you
feeling?
just
Have you
tease me,
played in the
tease me.
Champions
You are
League
not
before?
a Swansea fan. You were a Swansea fan when Didayu was around.
Oh, no. I actually lived in Swansea as a child. So I've been a
Oh.
Swansea fan long before the day you even
All
knew
right.
it existed.
All right.
Do you know how it feels to play in the Champions
Okay,
League?
actually, back to business. If it truly the motorway is patched, then in fact, it is good because the last time my heart beat when I was driving through that way. So if it is fixed, in fact, then we will. But just saying, have you bothered maybe going there to check up if it is true? It is
Yes.
done, or?
Yes,
So,
I've been there.
So it's actually done, eh?
So they have filled the potholes with bitumen. So
Wait.
bitumen.
Okay. Is it good than the coastal or the
Well, the road is made of concrete.
Okay, yes, it's a concrete road. Yeah, that is what we expect to be like when there's a need any problem. We use concrete to fill, but then we've been using coastal, and then it's getting worse. So if it's actually done, then we are grateful. We thank them. But then the road tolls, they said they were going to increase. They should look at that if they fix it, because I learned its lifespan has come to an end, right?
Yes. It's
so if they have something else to do about it, then it will be good for Ghana.
Thank you, Hamza. God bless you. All right, let's go to Sunyani. Hello, Mawena. Good morning.
Good morning, Kojo.
My brother, how are you?
I'm fine. How about you?
Not bad at all. Not bad.
Thank God. I left Accra just last month to Sunyani. Actually, I was living on the other side of the motorway closer to Kasapreko.
Okay.
The indiscipline, the impunity on that road is you just can't imagine. Institutions and their leaders in this country are not properly working. This may sound savage or funny, but let me just put it this way. Sometimes I feel like after 8 years of democratic dispensation, we should automatically have 3 or 6 months of military regime. There are reset buttons that need to be punched, not pressed. The indiscipline is just too much in this country. What a beautiful country, but we are making it look like a hellish place to live. Another thing about the motorway you haven't touched on yet, it's some of the squatters along the motorway who deal in scrap. When you drive at night, you realize they are burning cables that are with copper. They are burning the plastic around it. And the smoke, the toxic smoke that emanates from this exercise always get the motorway clouded with smoke. It's also dangerous. It could cause accidents, and whoever is asthmatic can easily get an attack.
Right.
I am so much angry. Let me just put it this way, because institutions and some of their leaders are not properly working at all. Thanks a lot for this opportunity, could you? Have a nice day.
Thank you, Mawena. You too, and thanks for calling us. Regards to everyone in Sunyani. Let's take one more call, and I think it's just right that we speak to someone who's calling us from Tema Community 25. Sam, good morning.
Good morning, Kojo. How are you?
Not bad at all, my brother.
Yeah, Kojo. Just 2 issues I have on the motorway.
Right.
And, coming from Community 25 to Accra every day, I go through that frustration all the time. The problem is with the pothole that has been filled with the bitumen, one, which you drive on and you have to be stopping and ensuring that your tire don't get messed. And the other one has to do with the traffic due to the entrance from the side of the motorway where people enter from East Legon section, causing huge traffic. But, Kojo, I find it difficult to understand why in this day and age we are still filling the motorway with bitumen. Whilst there are, when I was in Keshi, I remember the entrance of the Keshi, the new entrance, the Bush Road.
Yeah.
It was filled with concrete. Whilst it was a bitumen road, it was filled with concrete. There was a contractor who was working and at the entrance had to fill the entrance of that beach road with concrete. So I was thinking, how? So can't we coordinate and know that the motorway needs the concrete and other parts need bitumen? I find it difficult to understand how people in this country work and cannot coordinate to ensure that we have things done the right way. And the other caller was complaining about our engineers and all that. I am so frustrated as a citizen of this country. Kojo, thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you for sharing, and God bless you. God bless all of you who called us this morning. We appreciate your views and your efforts to shape our conversation. But now that we understand the problem, we're about to get some answers from the government and the MTTD after these.
It's a new day.
All it takes is one bad event to affect the things that are of value to you. That home you've built, the business that was bred from years of your hard work, or even that dream car that you finally call your own. But with one bank, you can conveniently protect your properties against future financial losses. So be rest assured knowing your properties are protected under Cowbank Motor, homeowners, and SME insurance policies. Always stay one step ahead with Cowbank. For more information, call us toll-free on 0800 500 500. You can also visit any of our branches or agents near you to sign up. Take that one right decision today and insure while you bank. Underwritten by Saham Insurers, a member of the Salam Group.
Cowbank, forward together.
Cowbank, forward together.
Celebrate the first anniversary of service from Ghana with Qatar Airways and discover incredible offers to amazing destinations around the world. For a limited time, benefit from our special savings when you book by 8th October 2021 for travel until 31st March 2022. Terms and conditions apply. Visit QatarAirways.com. Qatar Airways, the airline you can rely on.
Foreman, how can I say the screening be smooth, perfect, where it drive fast like that?
Contractor, I always tell you, say, interface self-leveling screen be the best solution. It drive fast, where they make the job neat. In fact, it pass analog. This be original digital interface self-leveling screen.
Hey, babe, I hear you, Interface man.
Interface Limited is the leading supplier and installer of finishing input materials for the building and construction industry in Ghana. Call us on 0274 9999 or visit our website at
www.interfacelimited.net. Facebook, Interface Limited GH. Instagram, interface.limited.
I don't know what to get for my mom on her birthday.
I think I need something unique and authentic for the choir this year. Ooh, for me, I want a beautiful African print fabric to be used as souvenirs for my engagement.
Hey, we need to get Dad a new shirt when we visit him this weekend.
For your authentic Woodin fabrics and ready-to-wear outfits made from exclusive designs, visit Woodin retail shops nationwide. Feeling good in Woodin? Make your loved ones feel good too.
Woodin, le créateur.
Say donut, 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 donut. Hey, donut, 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 donut. Donut, donut. Yen kong cotton, donut, donut, donut. Malaria, super donut. Everybody follow not sa malaria. A 3D till no not now. Wogonto, malaria chill. Wohopopo. What do you do? I want you. No, donut. Donut. Dabako. Donut. Donut. Adamienu. Donut. Adamiensa. Donut. No. Donut scatter malaria. Lonat, it is scatter malaria.
A quality product from Blaze GVS Pharma. Yenshishemu hu se malaria wa wumojam ansana wanum Lonat. Na nam yensearch na malaria no daso wo ho ko hu dokota.
This advert is FDA approved.
My name is Kwame Sefakain. You see, the feeling is always good when you receive a salary alert. And so, I'm making a bold decision to invest a lump sum into the Old Mutual retirement salary. This means I'll get these alerts every month and throughout my retirement period. Life should be comfortable, even after retirement. Me feel a hotonkwa.
Invest a lump sum today in the Old Mutual Retirement Salary and enjoy guaranteed monthly income for life, funeral cover, and the option of signing on with a spouse. Please call Old Mutual today, 050-453-4333. Old Mutual, 176 years of doing great things.
Do great things.
Putting up or replacing a roof is not just laying the panels, it's a complete engineered system. And at Roofings and Steel Ghana Limited, we understand how the whole system works and are resolved to give you the very best quality in roofing and steel products. Manufactured locally in Ghana, we offer a range of steel and galvanized pipes, mild steel plates, and all ranges of roofing sheets, IBR and IDT, corrugated and galvanized. Our locally manufactured products are tropicalized to withstand local conditions. Distributors, wholesalers, contractors, builders, welders, and fabricators. It's time to get the best quality roofing and steel products made in Ghana. Visit our office at Chopoli on the Tema Motorway Road. Call us on 0559 722 035 or 0552 571 173 or 0242 539 411. Roofings and Steel Ghana Limited, your strength in steel.
He's up bright and early, serving your premium morning radio show. The Morning Man. It's the Morning Man, Kojo Yankson.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
You're welcome back. It's the Super Morning Show on Joy, and you know that song in the background? That's Sammy Odami's favorite song.
So you are trying to remind us that Sammy Odami compelled DJ Ubeti to choose this?
No. I don't think he did. I think DJ Ubeti was in the spirit. Yes, Sammy has used this song to conquer many obstacles in his life.
I see.
Yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right. Well, listen, we're about to get into this motorway conversation with solutions. We're going to speak to the government spokesperson on infrastructure about the motorway, and then, of course, MTTD's Dr. Samuel Sasu will give us some answers to the problems of illegalities going on along the motorway. Now, hand-washing moments have become happier moments for many families. With the introduction of Lifebuoy liquid hand wash, you now have a friend to help you wash germs off your hands. Indeed, Lifebuoy liquid hand wash brings you two variants, total and herbal. They are labeled red and green respectively, and their active silver ingredients will give superior protection against all germs, and yet it's gentle on all skin. Lifebuoy liquid hand wash is super for all hand washing moments. Choose Lifebuoy for 10 times better germ protection. Available in all markets, supermarkets, pharmacies, and neighborhood shops.
And CTL Africa, supported by Goldfields Ghana, presents Live to Lead 2021 on the theme Making a Difference, Living a Legacy. Live to Lead is a life changer when it comes to developing leaders who are intentional about their contribution to society and building teams to transform organizations and businesses. World-renowned speakers for Live to Lead 2021 include John C. Maxwell, #1 leadership expert, #1 New York Times best-selling author, coach, and speaker. Alfred Baku, who was executive vice president and head of Goldfields West Africa. Edward Ifa, who is founder and chairman of Fidelity Bank Group. Jamie Kenlima, who is a New York Times best-selling author and founder of IT Cosmetics. Jeff Henderson, author, entrepreneur, communicator, and business leader. Valerie Burton, who is life strategist, international speaker, CEO of the Coaching and Positive Psychology Institute, and best-selling author. And Ed Milet, who is a best-selling author and host of top-rated Max Out Your Life podcast. Live to Lead 2021 will be virtual and interactive. Participate from anywhere on a device of your choice. It's on the 8th of October 2021 from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. To register, go to www.livetolead.ctl-africa.com. Follow CTL Africa on social media or call 0550-515391. Register today and become a better and more impactful leader.
So we're about to talk about the motorway, and we are interested in solutions. So listen, send us your solutions. Text messages on the Super Morning Show are brought to you by the Glycocritical Illness Plan, GSIP. It's in your best interest to survive, and Fabri-Metal, your partner in steel.
Let me tell you a bit about Fabri-Metal. Fab 500 steel rods are manufactured locally by Fabri-Metal Ghana Limited using international quality standards. As winners of the 2021 Steel Manufacturing Company of the Year and Excellence in Corporate Social Responsibility, we pride ourselves as the industry leader in steel, providing the local market with import substitute at affordable prices. Call Fabri-Metal on 055 2698 192 or 0249 896103 and locate us at Chopoli on the Tema Motorway Road. Fabri-Metal, your partner in steel. Let's get into the conversation, Kojo.
Absolutely. And let's very quickly say good morning to our guests who are joining us electronically. The government spokesperson on infrastructure is Kojo Frimpong. Kojo, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
It's great of
you.
Good
morning, man. And
Indeed, it's great of you to join us. We also
an
have
to be on Joy FM. I don't take it lightly. Thank you very much. And good morning to everybody in the studio.
Right, it's our pleasure. We also have Dr. Samuel Sasu, who is the
Director in charge of operations with the Ghana Police MTTD.
Absolutely. Dr. Sasu, thank you for your time. Good morning.
Good morning to you. And thank you very much for this opportunity.
Pleasure is ours. All right. Now, let's... sorry, it's Dr. Sasu Mensah. Forgive me.
I am Superintendent Dr. Samuel Sasu Mensah.
Wow. Wow. Forgive me. So, Superintendent Dr. Samuel Sasu Mensah. Now, if you don't mind, I would like to start with you, Dr. Sasu Mensah, because when we went back to check on the state of the motorway earlier this week, we encountered these trotro drivers. Now, from the ones I interacted with, it's clear that not only do they know what they're doing is illegal, but they are actually working in cahoots with corrupt police officers who they tell me will receive bribes of 20 or 50 Ghana cedis to let them go if they are ever apprehended loading passengers on the side of the motorway. Is the MTTD aware of this?
Thank you once again for the opportunity. What I will say is that driving as we see it is an art. Driving is indeed a science. So what we are thinking of is that driving should be formalized. And when you relate this to the situation of commercial drivers, most often than not, what we realize is that most of the commercial drivers hardly will you see them abiding by traffic rules and traffic regulations. The crux of the issue has to do with the fact that the notion is that many of them even have not seen what we talk of when we mean the Road Traffic Act and the road traffic regulations. So hardly, if they don't understand the content, they have not even seen the Road Traffic Act and the road traffic regulations. They have not even read what the Road Traffic Act and the road traffic regulations are. So you find a driver driving on our roads, doesn't know the contents of our law, have not seen even the content of what the law says, have not even read. There's no how will you see him behaving on the road? The cause of the issue is that he's going to break traffic rules and regulations because he has not even seen what the Road Traffic Act and the road traffic regulations before. That is why they are behaving like this. Of Road Traffic Regulation 2012, LI 2180. It says that a person driving a bus or a taxi shall not stop or park the bus or taxi on a road at a place other than a designed bus stop or a taxi stand. And the rule says that a person driving a bus or a taxi shall not, for the purpose of loading or unloading a passenger or the passenger's baggage, stop the bus or taxi on a road or at a place other than a designated bus stop or taxi And there are various penalties for this. The person who contravenes the road traffic commits an offense and is liable on assembly convention to a fine, not less than 10 penalty units, or not more than 25 penalty units, or to a term of imprisonment of not more than 30 days, or to boot. So the rule is that we have conducted with the MTTD, we have conducted several operations on the motorways. Sometimes I lead the operations. There are several occasions where we have arrested those drivers and put them before court. They will go and pay the fines. At the end of the day, when you come back, they are there again. So the issue is not that we have not done anything about it. We have done special operation and we have apprehended them and we have sent them to court.
Yeah, so
but
is the issue the law then?
Again,
is
they
the
are
issue,
still there.
Sir, is the issue the law? Because if you say you take them to court, they are fined, they pay, and they go back to doing the wrong thing again, then what should be the solution?
The solution is that they should be educated. The awareness creation exercise should go on. And the training should be ongoing because it seems that they are not aware of the content of the law. They have not read and they don't know the implications of what the law says. That is why they are behaving as they are behaving.
Okay, sorry, just a bit of clarity. So we are saying the punishment is not serving the purpose, but education will do.
No, certainly the punishment. We don't have to combine. You see, we have to combine education and enforcement. Education, we cannot do education alone. If you do education without enforcement, then it will amount to entertainment. So we have to combine education and enforcement. And I think that the punishment should be up a bit to deter them from committing such offenses.
Now, Dr. Sasu-Mensah, we haven't heard you address the issue of the claim by these drivers that they bribe police officers to be let off the hook. They even told me how much they pay. 20 Ghana cedis, 50 Ghana cedis.
You see, the issue is that police officers, traffic enforcement officers, are sent there to enforce traffic rules and regulations. And the issue is that police officers who are sent there to enforce traffic rules and regulations are supposed to be professional. There have been instances where they have reported to us that someone has collected money, even though I don't doubt that. In every house, there is a Mensa in every house. So I would not doubt that. But the key issue is about the fact that police officers who are sent there to maintain law and order are supposed to be professional. And the drivers who are there, they are not supposed to give money to the police officers. You remember, the crux of the issue is that the person who is giving and the person who is taking, they will be all held for the offense for which they are. So they are committing. So what we tell the drivers is that they should not give, and the police will also not receive.
So you are putting the onus on the citizen.
What I'm saying is that any police officer who misbehaves and contravene the rules and regulations and the best practices, if the police officer is caught, he will be dealt with.
Now, Dr. Sasu-Mensah, this has now become a life and death situation. As the drivers themselves tell us, people who are crossing the road to board these trotros are knocked over regularly. One driver told me that he alone has seen several people knocked to their deaths as they cross the road to board their trotros. This is now a life and death situation. I mean, how much of this education and conversation must happen before we clamp down and ensure that it is completely impossible? It is just not practical for a trotro to stop anywhere on the motorway to pick up passengers. When are we going to deal with it as a life and death situation?
What I've said and what I continue to say is that we have been doing our bit as law enforcement agencies. Road safety basically is a shared and collective responsibility. So we as police officers, our rule and our mandate and our task has to do with enforcement. But I think that besides this, there can be obvious engineering measures to be done on the stretch of the road to prevent commercial drivers from behaving as they are behaving now. You see, the motorways are usually dual carriages on which vehicles travel very fast. They are different from ordinary roads because they allow continuous and uninterrupted flow of traffic. Due to the speed at which vehicles travel on the motorways, the highway code advises that the following road users against their use of motorways. So animals are not expected to be there. Pedestrians and hawkers are not supposed to be there. Pedestrian cyclists are not supposed to be there. And of course, commercial vehicles are not supposed to park their vehicles over there. So the main restraining feature is to prevent such people who are not supposed to be there from not occupy the verges or the shoulders of the road over there. So we, as enforcement agencies, what we are doing our best. We are doing our best to make sure that they don't park their vehicles on the verges of the road.
As we're speaking, Dr. Sasu Mensah,
hello.
As we are speaking right now,
yes.
On the motorway, at a place called Manet Junction. There are trotros right there, right now, loading passengers. So when you say the police are doing their best, I mean, can you really defend that position? That it's happening. As you and I are speaking about it, it's happening.
Yes.
Is that your best?
Certainly, apart from enforcement, what I said was that there can be an engineering measure to prevent the commercial vehicles from stopping over there.
But the enforcement...
So it is a combination of the two agencies to combine efforts so that it will help prevent the commercial vehicle drivers from also picking passengers along that stretch of the route.
Yes, but the enforcement is what I'm asking about. You've suggested the engineering solution.
We have special teams, and we organize the operations. There are a team, for example, the Motor Traffic and Transport Department at the airport police station, most often than they not, go there. They go there, they arrest them, they process them before court. But as we process them, they go and pay their fines and they come back. They still come back and load passengers over there because they find the situation very lucrative for them.
So
as we are going on, what we are going to do is that we are going to increase the pace of enforcement over there. We are going to deploy massively along that route. And at the end of the day, we will make sure that we arrest majority of them, put them before court, and the court will do what is expected of them to decide on what to do with them.
So you are the MTTD. What can you promise motorists today who are driving along the motorway? What can you promise?
Certainly we are going there. We are going there. Very soon we are going there. As you said, we are going there to pursue them and make sure that they stop those practices.
So the timeline is today. You are going there today.
We will go there. We will go there. Trust me, we will go there, and we make sure that we will prevent them.
All right.
From doing that. Me, myself, personally, I've gone there. Several of the times I've gone there with my team. We have sacked them from the scene. But later you go and come back, they are still over there. So they are recalcitrant and they are indisciplined. You talk to them to go. Immediately you go and sack them. Then immediately you go, they come back again and continue with their bad practices.
Stay with us. Stay with us. I want to bring in Kojo Frimpong, government spokesperson on infrastructure, because the other issue with the motorway has to do with the state of it.
And bitumen being used to
fill the concrete potholes. So we know that the motorway has passed its use by date, if you will. It's 5 years beyond its lifespan already. And that lifespan is only guaranteed if you maintain it well. And we know the motorway has not been maintained well over the years. So now we have this motorway which is unstable. Potholes are forming on it, but we're filling them with bitumen. Now, it is actually not wrong to fill a concrete pothole with bitumen, but there are side effects. So concrete expands, bitumen does not. You need to compact bitumen before you can use it. Concrete will just harden over any surface. So the two substances are different. And when you fill one with the other, there are always side effects. Can you tell us why the government is employing this method of filling the cracks rather than using concrete?
Thank you very much, Kojo. Thank you for the construction and the science lesson this morning, Engineer Kojo. Let me start off this way. You know, when you called us, you told us that you were looking for solutions, right? Let me state for the record. The most competent solution to the motorway is what government has adopted. It is not repair. It is not patching. It is a complete redesign, re-engineering, and reconstruction of the motorway. The solutions to all the questions, or the answers to all the questions you're asking Superintendent Dr. Mensah, they lie in the re-engineering, the redesign, and the reconstruction of the motorway. When the motorway was constructed in 1965, I think some 50 years ago or so, all these developments along the motorway were not there. Indeed, I live on the motorway. I use it every single morning to come to work. My kids used to go to school using the motorway for 8 years. So I'm quite aware of all the issues on the motorway. And I can tell you that the biggest existential threat to drivers on the motorway may not even be the potholes. There are all these Okada motorbikes jutting in and out of the motorway at will, people crossing at will and you can't find them. All of these things are happening on the motorway. So government, as far back as 2018 said, having this discourse on the motorway repeatedly, putting bitumen on concrete, trying to get people to enter the motorway from all these settlements is really anachronistic. What we should do is to go ahead and totally redesign the motorway.
Okay.
So we opened bids in 2018, Kojo, 2018, 3 years ago. And then in 2020, we signed a deal with Motor Angel, a construction deal or a commercial deal with Motor Angel. Now, why did it take 2 years to do that? It's because if you're going to do it, you have to do it right. So all the procurement laws have to be respected. We need to think through the redesign, the re-engineering of the motorway. So as I speak with you, and I'll come to the bitumen, as I speak with you, what is on the table? What is on the table for the motorway is a complete overhaul. In fact, this motorway you see is now going to become a 10-lane motorway. 10-lane motorway.
So,
you're going to have 4 lanes, the one which is there now being a freeway, which means if anybody entered from Tema or from Accra to the other end, there was no opportunity for the person to get out of that free lane. Now, the truck drivers and all the passenger cars who are picking people by the wayside are not going to have the opportunity to enter the free lane. They're going to be 3 extra lanes, which are going to be controlled by urban roads. So all the truck drivers are going to use those extra lanes. So people are not going to now shut into the fast lane. People are now going to be able to pick people with proper road furniture by the side.
Could you Frimpong, I mean, quick one here. Okay, so the contract signed on 16th December 2020. I'm sure that, the question many Ghanaians would want to find answers to, when will the actual construction start?
So I'm getting to it.
Okay.
So we signed.
I'm listening, yes.
We signed the the engineering procurement contract in 2020.
Yes.
We are now arranging the funds that will come with it so that we can send it to Parliament for approval before it starts. As we speak, we expect that by December 2020, 3 months hence, we should be on site beginning the motorway.
You mean December 2021?
December 2021, we should be on site beginning the motorway. That's our expectation.
You
now,
talked
in
about
project management and in project development, some of these things may delay. But our expectation is that by December 2021, we should be on site beginning the motorway.
Now, let's talk about the expectation. Could you 1 minute? Let's talk about the expectation. You said we are arranging funds for the commencement of the construction. When it comes to the arrangement of funds, where are we at the moment? What is it that convinces you that by end of this year we will start construction?
To disclose it on this platform now, but I can tell you that we are very far. Some of the people who are pitching in have already been contacted. In fact, some have been in Ghana. I know that about 2-3 weeks ago, Motor Angel was in Ghana, met with the Ministry of Finance. So we are pretty far. I think we are at the place where we are putting the document together. I know that there's a special SPV which is going to be managing the motorway. That's also being decided on. So we are quite far in the fund arrangement stage. But what is important, and I plead your indulgence on this, what is important is that this motorway is quite a project. It's going to cost $570 million. There are going to be 5 interchanges on the motorway so that your issues at Nashibi are going to be solved. There's going to be an interchange at Teshilink. There's going to be an interchange at Kapatua. There's going to be a new interchange at Fiesta Royal Hotel. The Neoplan Junction is going to have an interchange. There are going to be 14 pedestrian bridges, footbridges on this motorway, and then street lights and toll plazas. It's quite a project. Now, the reason we are doing bitumen on concrete is because if we are going to undertake such a major overhaul in December, you don't go through the process of very costly repair on the motorway using concrete. So this is temporary, and I would plead with everybody who uses the motorway, don't drive on it as if you are driving on the Autobahn. It's not 120 kilometers anyway. Come down to about 80, 70, and just get on the motorway and get off it in one piece. I have lost friends on the motorway. I've lost workers on the motorway. People who tried to cross, they didn't look, and they were knocked down. So it's something that I'm very passionate about. And I heard earlier somebody was saying on the radio, one of the callers was saying, people are totally useless, people are out of their heads, the roads minister speaks too much. You know, Joy FM is perhaps the most civil of our spaces on the radio, and I think we should make an effort to protect that space. I'll tell you for free, Kojo, the Minister for Roads and Highways lives in Tema. He used to practice in Tema. He uses the motorway every day.
Okay, Kojo, I just want to give a bit of summary following what you said. So we've signed a contract, but we're looking for the funding. And you share the start dates, the possible start dates, which you say could be end of year this year. When would it be completed?
So we think it's a 36 months project. So by 2024, it should be done. The way I know about it, what I'm privy to is that the motorway is not going to close. So they're going to ensure that while they're constructing it, there's still the opportunity to use the motorway because the traffic sensors on the motorway is incredible. And therefore, that's also going to delay the process a bit, and that's why it's 36 years.
Right.
But Motor Angel have a history of making motorways around the world. They are brilliant at it. If you see their designs, they're just spot on. So, for instance, they're going to remodel Tetekwashi to Fiesta Royal. And there are going to be a lot of things on the motorway that will ease traffic. You see, why is government doing this? Government is doing this for the ease of the people.
Okay, how much
So
is it
that
going to
people
cost
can
us?
move.
How much is it going to cost us? Just the final thing.
$570 million, I know, is the figure that we are dealing with.
Right.
And I'm sure that it's not going to go beyond $570 million.
Okay.
As I want to say, when President Akufo-Addo's government is going to do something and it says this is the figure, you should not expect overruns. For example, we did Pokwase and there were no overruns, and one of the beauteous parts of that Pokwase interchange. So it's going to be $570 million, yes.
Okay. Kojo, let's just deal with this bitumen filling situation. You've given an explanation that it's about cost cutting. If we're getting a new motorway, then why spend so much money to fix the existing one?
It's a temporary measure.
Yes.
So it's not only cost cutting, it's temporary.
Temporary. Okay. Well, from the timetable that you have just given us, even if everything goes according to plan, we're still looking at a new motorway no less than 3 years from now. So for 3 years, the existing motorway is what we have. So
for 3 years, the existing motorway is going to change. It's going to metamorphosize. So some parts of the motorway, so it will be completed, finished 2024. That's when, by that time, there's a complete overhaul. But Kojo, we also don't know where the contractors are going to start, right? So maybe they're going to start from the Tema end, or maybe they're going to start from the Accra end, or maybe they're going to start from both ends and close in on the middle. So we cannot say for sure that this motorway, as we have it, is going to be there for the next 3 years.
So
But
the question
I
was going to ask is, what is the difference in cost between filling a pothole with bitumen and filling it with concrete? Is that difference in cost so much that for the period between now and when this motorway will metamorphose into a new one, we can't make it safer so that you and I don't keep losing people on the motorway?
I mean, Kojo, you're absolutely right. So I will get that cost for you. But I think that's not nearly the whole issue. I think the potholes are a part of the issue. The real danger, and I said, perhaps the most existential threat to drivers on the motorway is the so-called indiscipline that's been occasioned by all the settlers on the motorway. So yes, you could fill it with concrete, the best of it, but you still have issues on the motorway.
Okay. Now,
yeah, and so this is just temporary relief for us for an aspect of the issues on the motorway. But the other aspects do not get taken care of by the bitumen and the contract. I don't think we should reduce all the problems of the motorway to just the potholes. So, for example, I heard somebody on the radio say this morning that, if they'll be able to fill it, then really, thank you, because it eased up the problems on the motorway a little bit. But let me say for the record that I think, and I've used this as my survival strategy, if you get on the motorway, be careful. Don't be avant-garde on your speed. Don't go at 120 kilometers per hour. Reduce the speed. Your input when you get on the motorway must be, I should get off in one piece.
Yes, Kojo, I'm looking at the 2021 program-based budget of the Ministry of Roads and Highways, and I do not see any expenditure item for the reconstruction of the motorway. You say that's supposed to start in December. It's not captured in here as part of your expenditure. So, so the question is, you're telling us
so the motorway
but
is
it's
being
not
delivered
here.
by an SPV, right? So it's not necessarily an item that should appear on the budgeting of the roads and highways. It's a special purpose vehicle. I'm not at liberty, unfortunately, to
roads and highways, the roads and highways ministry. Could you, 1 minute? The roads and highways ministry in this particular statement, in this particular document, a 106-page document, talks about negotiations for funding for the Accra Tema Motorway, clearly indicating it's under its mandate to do so. And it does not say here that construction is going to start in 2021. It's not part of its expenditure for 2021.
I'm sorry, I lost you at the early part, so you may have to go back and then.
Well, I'm saying that in this 106-page document, the Ministry of Roads and Highways has clearly told us where they have reached with Accra Tema Motorway negotiation processes. It's talked about the Motor Angel and the fact that they had to cancel the earlier contract that they signed with another entity, and it tells us how they are trying to get funding. Unfortunately, in this document, there is not an expenditure item for the Accra Tema Motorway in 2021. So
that's exactly what I said, right?
So the point is, when you tell me it's going to be starting in 2021, I need to see it as part of your planned expenditure for 2021, which I do not see.
So that's exactly what I was trying to explain, that the motorway is being delivered by a special purpose vehicle. It's an asset of the Ministry for Roads and Highways. But the funding for it and how it's being arranged will not sit on the books of the Roads and Highways Ministry. It's a special purpose vehicle. So I'm not at liberty to disclose all the components of a special purpose vehicle because, when you're arranging funds, the fund arrangers have told us that they like to be quiet, they like to stay in the background.
Okay.
And when it's done...
But the fund arrangers would also have expenditure items. I mean, if government plans to start a project, it would make provisions for it. It's in its budget for 2021.
So I think we're overlapping each other. So I didn't hear what you said at the beginning.
Unfortunately, we have to end the conversation here anyway. So I guess we'll pick up from here. But Superintendent Dr. Samuel Sasu-Mensah, just the final one. Is it legal for a policeman to stop vehicles on the motorway to allow persons to cross?
No, what we are saying is that we are talking about safety. It depends on the matter and it depends on the issue. But personally, on the motorway, there is no need for policemen to stop vehicles to cross unless it is designated as required by road markings and.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Okay. Well, I think we got that explanation, right?
Okay, so all right, we'll leave it here. Superintendent Dr. Samuel Sasu-Mensah is the director in charge of operations with the police MTTD. We also had Kojo Frimpong, government spokesperson on infrastructure, on this conversation of the motorway.
Yeah. So, coming up on the Super Morning Show, it is alarming the number of children in Ghana who are suffering from one form of cancer or the other. But it is even more alarming to see how little the nation does to look after such children. Full stories, shocking stories, sad stories, and hopefully uplifting stories when we come back.
What would you do if you have the choice to do anything in life? Build your dream house, take very good care of your family, and plan for a comfortable retirement. Plan a befitting funeral for your loved ones when they depart. How would you live if you knew there was a friend waiting to support you on all of your life's choices?
You have such a friend in Glyco Life Insurance. Glyco Life has all the plans to meet your life's needs. Your child's education, your life savings, your mortgage, funerals, redundancy, and your retirement, and takes the burden off your shoulders. So go ahead and live life to the fullest today with Glyco Life Insurance plans. And remember that all our policies are hedged against inflation. Talk to Glyco Life on 0302 218 500 or 246 142. Also visit our website at www.glycolife.com or any of our branches nationwide for more information.
Glycolife, we cushion you for life.
Glyco, we cushion you for life.
Little drops of water coming. Samsung Blue Tax Sales is back again. Wait, right now we go to save more money. You say what? You listen to this on my phone.
Oh yes, enjoy up to 30% discount on Samsung Blue Tax Sales. So get updated with your family. We have a wide range of Samsung products. Samsung